The Matrix Theater Company is a very unique entity within the field of performing arts. Matrix Theater Company has a very unusual mission because it uses the transformative power of original theater to change lives, build community, and foster social justice. And it does that by creating opportunities for children, youth, adults, and elders, especially those in isolated or challenged communities, to become the creators, producers, and audience of original theater. The Inclusive Theater Initiative had as its goal the idea that we wanted to make and have an inclusive practice at every stage of the creation process. So that meant first thing we did was we put together an inclusive collaborative that included not only people who were in the theater, but people who were service providers for adults with disabilities, as well as people with disabilities as part of the planning team. The next thing is we wanted to go out and gather the stories from the broadest range of the audience, so that we put together this process called jambalayas, which went out and gathered stories through art, music, dancing, movement from a huge range of people, and brought people together who were never together to talk about and answer questions. Then from there, an inclusive process of writing, which included people with disabilities and people yet to have disabilities, and as people with lots of experience with plays, people with no experience with plays, to create the play. Then once we did the performance itself, it's an inclusive casting. The audience itself is inclusive. Our job, our desire was to make sure that every type of person that we could think to reach out to was involved in every part of the process. One of the things that I think is really powerful about this show is its capacity to move people who might be sitting home alone, wondering if there's a place for them out there in the community. And the answer to that question is yes, please, hurry, come, now, soon. And because everybody has such important gifts to give, and every one of us is carrying around a burden, and that burden is part of the gift that we need to share with each other. And so I'm hoping that people who are sitting home thinking that there's no place for them will understand that places like Matrix Theater Company not only welcomes you, we want you here, and we need you here to bring your creativity to the mix.
Today, we're doing, the play is called Decide Tonight. And in Decide Tonight, I play the character of Charlie Jackson, who is blind, who has moved here from St. Louis, Missouri, and is very concerned with what's happening with, with the center that, that he's been going to and stuff like that. So that's how come he's there. For me, like I said, this has been very beneficial because, I think one of the things that I think a lot of people with disabilities want to see other people with disabilities in shows and in TV and stuff like that, not just see somebody coming on acting like they have a disability. They want to see somebody actually that has the disability do it if that's possible and everything. So I think that's one of the things that I think we're trying to do is so that people that have disabilities can do this. And that's one of the real neat things about doing this, is doing something that you've been told by a lot of people that you probably can't do. And it's a real plus. If you feel you can do it, keep at it. Don't ever give up.
And this play includes everybody. I'm the oldest member in the cast, and there are young teenagers and people with disabilities, including myself, all included, and that's a good feeling. No one wants to be left out because it's for them and it's about them. The piece of the people, by the people, for the people. That's what the community is, and that's what the community theater is. It's for them. It's a part of them. And they need to support it because it's for them. If they have a disability, it's disability friendly. If you have a vision problem, they can take care of it. If you have a hearing problem, they can take care of it. If you have a mobility problem, they can take care of it. We want them, we love them, and we want to make them feel at home.
What draws me to acting is the play in it. I really enjoy being able to play almost like you're a kid again, but sometimes it's not always happy play. I mean, sometimes there are very deep emotions that you delve into. But I like to be able to express my emotions through that and take whatever I went through or whatever I've seen, and maybe I haven't seen exactly what I'm portraying, but I can find, I can know what it was like through other experiences. I think the experience has been amazing. When I've gotten very busy, and at moments I've gotten stressed out throughout this play, but the most awesome thing about it, and I would tell everybody, is being able to act with people like Charlie and Clarice. Being able to meet all different kinds of people has been the best part of this process. I've been in other groups where it was like that before, but I haven't seen that in years in Detroit as I have here. I think it's awesome the way that you get to work with such a rich, diverse group of people. I just think the most important thing here is how we all learn from each other. And the people that shine in this play would not be, as Eleanor was saying, Clarice always shines every night. She really does. People are standing up and clapping for Clarice, Sydney, who plays the role of her whenever she plays it. And I think that I'm really grateful that I get to learn from all different kinds of people.
Disabled actors, that's an interesting thing. I myself have been labeled disabled. When I came into this theater company, I had no idea what type of theater company it was. I was just coming for an audition. And when I got here and I saw the talent and the people, I was like, wow. I myself have been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And so I fit right in, working with these guys, to me, disabled, but they're gifted, they're talented. They could do any type of theater, not just place-based theater or community theater. They would stand out no matter what type of theater or acting they wanted to do. So it's been a learning experience for me. It's been a very rewarding experience for me.
I met Leonard when I was doing a show for Matrix, To Kill a Mockingbird. And Leonard came as an audience member, and they did a thing called a touch tour, where sight-impaired people get to listen to us. We go out and introduce ourselves before the performance, and then they go through the stage and touch and feel the whole set. And I met Leonard then, and when I auditioned for this show, I found out Leonard was in the play. And I've had an interest with developing theater in Detroit for preferably sight-impaired people, simply because I think it's just fascinating that we live in a world where at what level are we all sight-impaired? I mean, I can't see the moon without the details of the moon without high-powered binoculars. So at what spectrum, and I thought, to be able to perform with just sound and feel the lights on your face and things, hear the rustle of a costume next to you or someone next to you, and perform from that way.